Well, you asked for it again. I said you guys could vote on the same game a second time, and you actually voted on the Stanley Parable again, which I was very surprised about, because a lot of people were kind of annoyed with how I did the video. They were annoyed that I kind of got sidetracked and didn't get to the endings. Some people were annoyed that I talked over the narrator and there wasn't any subtitles. So I'm going to try to alleviate some of those issues, so if you guys were annoyed last time, hopefully you enjoy this episode a bit more. First off, we're going to try to hunt down some endings. I'm not going to end the video, even if the timer runs out, if we're, like, near getting to an ending. I'm going to go turn subtitles on. I'm actually going to go with, let's see, where is it? I'm going to go with full captions, because I asked on Twitter if I should do full captions or just subtitles. People said full captions is the best. And finally, I'm going to try not to talk over the narrator quite as much. It's hard sometimes because you don't know when he's going to start talking, but I'll do my best, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. Actually, no, one more thing I want to say. I'm going to try a new format for the voting for this show, so let me know what you guys think. What I think I'm going to do is, you guys still go down below, you vote, you comment, leave suggestions for games, but what I think I'm going to do is take the top 3 most requested games and have you guys vote on that 3 the following week. So hopefully that makes sense. So basically last week you guys really requested The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, Super Meat Boy, and Mario 64 Chaos Edition. So I want you guys to go vote on one of those 3, and I'll play one of those 3 next week. And you guys can still vote on any game you can possibly imagine, and that might be a part of a future vote. So let me know if you guys like that idea. Let's get started. Let's go back here. Begin the game. We got 30 minutes on the clock. Here we go. It's kind of a long intro, I'm sorry.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Are you guys going to be upset if I skip this? We kind of already watched
Stanley
this.
worked for a company in a big...
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip this. I apologize, but we did watch that already, so I just want to get to the broom closet. A lot of you guys really wanted to see the broom closet.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Let's go
Just
look.
a matter of time.
Oh, there's the 420 room again, right next to that weed. Yeah, we got jokes. Oh, man. Oh, look, there's a leaf. Wow, that is a very beautiful picture of a leaf. I'm kind of forgetting, where exactly was the broom closet? I really want to go inside there.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was inside the door on the left that we found the broom closet. It's got to be somewhere around here. Knowing me, I've probably gone right past it already. Yep, I've probably gone past it, haven't I?
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm guessing this is not the office. Well, let's keep looking. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind, guys. We have not gone past the broom closet. So let's go see what happens if we just stay inside here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here. So he turned around and got back on track.
No, I have no intentions of getting back on track. I'm going to sit right here, Mr. Narrator. Just going to sit right here. You know what? Let's go sit on the cardboard.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I mean, it's technically not empty. There's kind of a broom right here, so it's doing its purpose. It's storing a broom. And some duct tape.
It's baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What is FA? I'm actually not sure what that is, but we're just staring at a light. I mean, look how beautiful it is.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
The commenters wanted me to.
Here. I'm genuinely confused.
YouTube told me to stay inside here, narrator. This is why I'm doing this. You guys have asked me to do this, and I'm going to do it for you.
You realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Right.
It didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
This is the most exciting part of the entire game. You guys wanted me to be in this broom closet. I'm doing it. We got a lamp right there.
To you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say,
right.
Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Did you guys troll me? Is that why you said to go into the broom closet because of that line? Is this a joke?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Excuse
that
me?
Or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I am... Well, okay, you got me. Maybe just...
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
I'm not
You're dead.
I'm not dead.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
That didn't happen.
And you collapsed on the keyboard.
No, that didn't happen. I'm walking
Situation
around.
like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
If I was dead, how could I notify anyone?
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead.
Sorry, dude, I'm wearing headphones.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Are you not
Please
human?
remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Right.
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Exactly.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay inside this broom closet. You cannot get me to leave. This entire episode is going to be me standing inside a broom closet. This is what YouTube wanted. Oh my gosh. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go look this up to see how you actually get this, because maybe I've already done it. And you guys are probably annoyed already, so let's go check this out. Okay, guys, so I'm back, and it turns out you do actually have to leave.
ScykohPlays.
Okay.
It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you, too.
Yeah, we have to go back inside the closet once again.
At the mercy of an entire species of invalids.
So there we go, guys. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I didn't ruin anything.
Controls too. A fish, fungus. Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
So we are
I'll
player
just be
2 right
waiting
now.
for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Yeah, we're not going to pick up the story. Actually, we are. This is the story. The story is we are chilling in a broom closet. So go ahead and keep getting annoyed. Your annoyance fuels me. Go on, buddy. Unless there's like a player 3. Do I have to leave again to activate player 3? The best thing I can think to do to troll him is just to go in and out of the broom closet over and over, and maybe that'll really annoy him, but I really feel like I'm just wasting your guys' time at this point. Well, I guess I'm gonna try moving on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, this door is locked behind me, so I'm not sure if I ruined things, guys, but let's go upstairs, and I guess we'll continue on. Let's just see. What's right over here? We have the executive bathroom. Oh boy, we can't go inside there. I don't actually think we went this way last time. This looks completely different.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yes, indeed.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845, got
But
it.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Where's the keypad? Is it the phone? I don't see a keypad. He said behind the boss's desk. Maybe behind is on this side? I'm looking for a keypad. I want to put... Oh, there it is. That's so obvious. Okay.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I want to put in
Trying to
1337.
input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2845. I'm going to do that, but first... would you do 1337? This is very important. There we
Stanley
go.
simply began entering rand 2845.
Right, fine. I'll push your gosh dang buttons. I'm pushing your gosh dang
Incredibly, by
stinking
simply
code.
pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
I did it.
He
I'm
stepped
skilled.
into the newly opened passageway.
Well, this is just getting weird, guys. Let's go this way. I don't know what that is, but we're just gonna keep going. Let's go down this red pathway here. And well, we could take the elevator down. It doesn't seem that there's any other way we can really go, so I guess that's where we're going. All right then. So let's just do it. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's a shadow. For a second, I thought it started spitting out blood. That was weird. Yeah, just take me on down. Let's go. And we're at a loading screen, so that's a good sign. Maybe we're heading in the right direction, or maybe it just has to load the different floors of the game.
Deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Man, I'm feeling a bit
There was
peculiar.
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I'm questioning the
Why
nature
did
of my
he feel
job.
this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Probably
This
because I'm trapped in an
question would
elevator.
not go unanswered for long.
I guess we're just gonna walk down the pathway here. Yeah, we're leaving the creepy elevator behind, guys. Let's go down and see what happens over this way.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I really don't have much of a desire to go into the mind control facility, actually. Oh, unless maybe I'm not going to get mind controlled. Maybe I can learn to mind control others. Let's go do that. I can be like a superhero. Oh. Or we can go down the escape. Oh my gosh, I hate having choices. Let's go escape. Let's do it, guys. I'll come back to here and try the mind control route.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't trust you. I think he's lying to me, guys. I really think that this is the right way to go. I think this is going to be an actual escape. We got the purple dust right here.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, I just don't believe that. I'm pretty sure he's trying to trick me.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Wait, maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe I actually am going to die here. If I actually die, this is, well, expected yet unexpected. Oh, no, I'm actually dying. Is that it? Am I just dead? Game? Oh my gosh, guys. He was not kidding. I actually just died. Sometimes the game... I guess that's the game just being smart.
And Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay. Well, the game is really smart because it's like, it says it in a way so you think that it's lying to you,
Stanley,
but it knows it sounds that way.
narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
A new narrator?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, is Stanley the narrator? Oh. Oh, my bones are about to get crushed. Oh my gosh, is this gonna happen while we're oh my. The Stanley Parable, yeah, very artsy of you, game.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Yes.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I guess we're gonna go this way. I think this is the best thing we can do. Wow, this is looking kind of strange, guys. We're off into a white room?
Every path
Did we escape?
has been created for you long in advance. Death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Here's all the art we saw.
Now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This is the office? Oh my gosh, there's a miniature of the entire office, guys. This is so confusing. Are we actually dead? Button sounds. A selection of sounds used through the game when buttons are pressed. Huh. Alright then. Here are the... Oh, here you go, guys. The Stanley Parable credits. Did we reach, like, the true ending? Is this it? Stanley is dead? Kevin Brighting as the narrator. That's probably the most important character here. So we have 431 through 436 here. This is so strange, guys. We're in the maintenance room. Let's go up this way. The point of the Stanley Parable HD Remix is to lose. The point of the Stanley Parable HD Remix is to win. There's a whole bunch of stuff to read here. I don't think I'm going to read all of it to you guys. The screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD Remix. Wow, cool. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Is this like an actual development room? Is this the room they use for development? Or is this meant to be like... Oh. Oh, pick up the phone! I can't. Dude, I can't. The apparent timer. Oh, you had 15 seconds to pick up the phone, but it just loops back around. Huh. I think... Guys, I think this is the point in the game where they're showing you, like, all of the different endings you can possibly get. So, we have the option to jump to a different path. I guess maybe this is like the developer saying they have a bunch of different ways they were running the game. So maybe this is like the true ending. I'm not sure. I mean, I know this game doesn't really have an ending, but I think this is kind of the most ending-like ending of the game. Stanley's office, from left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011. So it's hard to say if this is like a developer room or if this is meant to be like Stanley's a part of a crazy experiment, and this is the experimenter's lab kind of thing. Maybe it's both, I don't know. We can't see out the windows right there. We have game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. Huh. Wow, that's pretty cool. I wonder if that's part of one of the endings you can get. I'm not sure. Well, let's just keep looking around, I suppose. We have the countdown room. A lot of these rooms I just have not experienced yet. The countdown desks. I can't... Wow, dude, this guy's got 7 monitors. I would like to have that. The freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Oh, we have the exit right here. So I guess we're going to go down the exit, guys, and see what happens to us at the very end.
Oh, look at these
We have an
two.
on-off switch.
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I guess I'm going to hit it and see what happens. Let's go, guys.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yes.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, I meant no.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay.
Push
How do
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
I'm
So
not
as
going
you
to do
move
that.
Forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Nope.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Go ahead and
Don't
crush
let
me.
time
Okay, so the option right there was to quit the game so that you don't get killed. And I'm not sure if that's just like a troll ending or if you really could just quit to avoid dying there, but... Well, we're dead, and now the screen is black, so now I'm confused. Maybe I actually have to hit pause and begin the game again. I don't know if sitting here is going to do anything. I'll sit here for a minute and see what happens. Okay, so it's been about a minute and nothing has happened, so I do think you have to just pause and begin the game yet again. And we have about 10 minutes left. I'm not sure if there's really much we can do in just 10 more minutes. So we've now experienced, I guess, 3 endings. I'm really not sure if we did the broom closet properly.
Stopped coming in. How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Well, I'm just going to go down the path again. I want to see if the broom closet has changed at all.
2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I kind of want to go down that one room and not take the escape and see what happens if we do that. So let me get all the way back down there. We have this little room right here.
Single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Here's the broom closet. It is not bolted shut, so maybe I ruined the broom closet ending. I'm sorry if I did, guys, but I tried my best. I just couldn't figure it out. Even looking it up online, I couldn't figure out how to get him to say anything more than he already did, so... My apologies if I messed that up, but I did my best. So I'm going to actually edit ahead, guys, until I get back to that room where we had that choice to take the escape. And we'll take the other option.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yep, going too fast, sorry, dude.
Anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments.
Oh, gosh dang it.
Calming new age music.
Okay, suddenly there's calming new age music because I was going too fast. I was just trying to play ahead so I could edit ahead, but no. The game knew I was going to do that, and it's making fun of me.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, let's go into the open passageway. Yep, this is the same room, so yeah, I'll meet you guys ahead. Alright guys, let's go inside the mind control facility this time and see what happens. So maybe this will be the last ending we tackle. I know there's quite a few more endings to do, guys, but there's only so much we can do in such limited time. So I feel like this is a good spot to end it. So let's hit the button and see what happens.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Right.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I think I do have the strength. Let's go. Let's go find out what all these TV screens are up. Dude, what if this is just someone's very, very complicated editing station and they just have a whole bunch of monitors because they, I don't know, just complicate like that. Or maybe they're playing poker, playing like 600 tables of poker at the same time. Each one on its own monitor. All right, let's go hit the cameras button.
The monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So we've seen this room a couple of times in the last episode, but we never really got too far with it. So let's hit this button and see what happens.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
It can't be true.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
Probably.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
All right, I guess we're going on the elevator.
No.
Let's see what happens.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had
Am
he
I going to,
truly
like-
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Am I going to, like, jump off this elevator so that I have one last choice in my life or
Was the
something?
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So we're going to go to the facility power and turn things off. Mind control's idle, awaiting input. Let's go turn it off, guys. We're going to finally destroy the mind control and get ourselves out of this place. So we have two options, system power on or system power off. And you know what? I'm going to hit the off button. Maybe we can come back and hit on button. I'm going to do off. Well, that did a whole bunch. Is that it? I saw my cursor flash on screen for a few seconds. Oh, there it is again. Oh. What's happening?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
I won?
He had defeated the machine.
I did it!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Yes.
Freedom was mere moments away.
Freedom!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Wow, there's quite a few puzzles to
His
go.
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Those are a lot of good
As
questions.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had
It's
not
deep.
been to understand, but to let go.
This card is really
No
deep
longer
sometimes,
would
guys.
anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Wow.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Just about open. We can finally go through, guys. A part of me feels like this scenery is all fake and we're about to be tricked. But maybe it's true. Maybe freedom is finally ours.
Stanley felt the
Oh, I just lost control of my character. Here we go.
The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And
Yes.
Stanley was happy.
So happy, dude. Oh, man. That's a good ending. I like that one. I don't know, man. I've always been a fan of happy endings. I mean, sad endings are okay, too, but I like my cheesy happy endings. I think they're fun. So I think what we're going to do for the last thing, guys, is go back to that room once more, and this time hit
Even
the
now,
on switch
Stanley's
instead of the
office
off
was a
switch.
distant-
Here we go, guys. This time I'm going to hit the on button, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
That was a typo in the subtitles right there.
Years you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Maybe. I don't know.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Oh.
You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid
sorry.
you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
2 minutes.
Say, 2 minutes. minutes.
Let me leave.
Now this is
Okay.
making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh my
It's your
gosh,
time
2
to
minutes,
shine.
guys, we gotta go.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Oh my gosh, the
Mere
clocks are
moments
everywhere.
Until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one.
Oh,
of
the
them
door's
is.
locked.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Bro, you need to stop talking to me, dude. Do I gotta hit all the buttons?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are.
Oh,
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
I don't have any way out of here, do I?
Good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to
Wait,
you.
really? Really? Okay,
I
okay.
raised them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
What?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Wait a second, can I just hit the off
Other
button?
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
You know what?
Or I let it burn to a crisp.
I think it's more exciting. Let's just let it blow up, guys.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Me too.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
It's okay, we'll
My
just wait for
goodness,
35 more
only
seconds.
34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Yes, I'm
You
sure
know
you
what?
are, dude.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Really?
not?
Oh.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do with this time, dude?
Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
I don't know where to go with
Is it
this.
that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing?
Exactly.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
I mean, I didn't really try any of the buttons.
Running from button
Hey.
to button, screen to screen, clicking on
How do you-
every little thing in this room.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Colored buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Two.
Everything, anything. Something
Two.
here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
I don't
That
know.
this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Not exactly.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a
This game
spoiler.
understands me too well.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Oh my
You're only
gosh.
still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
This game
This
just
is my
understands me
challenge.
too well. It's
tragic.
creepy, dude.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So you.
I think we just have to accept our fates, ladies and
Take a look at
gentlemen.
the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Oh my
30
gosh, it's
seconds until the
happening.
big boom and then nothing.
It's happening,
Knowing
dude. I'm just gonna stand here.
you're being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Okay,
It's
I'm
all
going
the
to let it
same
go
to me,
peacefully.
All a part of the joke.
I'm
And
just gonna
believe
let it go,
me,
guys.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
And there it goes. The place has exploded. It was not a joke. Half of me was expecting it was just gonna stop and wait. But no, that's it, guys. We actually just died. I guess that makes it another ending. And suddenly we are back here. So, you know what, guys? That is going to be it for this episode. We achieved a whole bunch of endings this time. Again, I know there's so many left in the game, and I feel like I messed up the broom closet, so I'm sorry if I did. But thank you guys again for watching. I'm going to end things here. Go leave some votes down below for what I play next time, and also go vote on either Meat Boy, Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition, or the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, because I'll be playing one of those next week. So I'll see you guys then. Take care.